What is up, y'all? Welcome to the stream. Happy Valentine's Day if you're celebrating. I thought my little way of celebrating this year was gonna be to possibly recreate the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. If I could. Or at least, play around in Chicago as a character named Al Capone. Here in City of Gangsters. So we're gonna be starting our own criminal organization during Prohibition to run some liquor around. Gives us a brief description of Chicago here at the time. The Windy City was often at the center of conflict over Prohibition in the United States. Located on Lake Michigan at the crossroads of the nation's railways, and overflowing with wealthy industrialists and poor immigrant workforce. I'd say, and their poor immigrant workforce. The city was infamous for its blatant defiance of dry laws and, profiting off of illegal alcohol sales. Many famous criminal organizations clashed on its streets, including Al Capone's outfit and Dean O'Banion's North Side Gang. Chicago, booze flows freely, but starting locations are not all made equal. Downtown is reasonably accessible from almost anywhere. However, the highest concentration of industrial areas and train stations will be located around the back of the yards and West Loop, which may require some creative relationship management to gain access to. Bridges are a key feature and link the three main regions, but provide opportunities for rivals to block off important routes. Alright, so we'll hopefully get a good spawning location, but no guarantees it seems like. Let's move along here. Boom, we're gonna go Italian. We are gonna go Alphonse. Capone. They called it an outfit, so let's just say the Capone outfit. Why not? Boy. I don't know if we're gonna find a good Al Capone face. There. Cover it up mostly. Get over here. I don't think we're gonna find a good one. That's a round face. That's about as close as we'll get. I don't really want him to have a mustache like that, though. There, we'll just do that. And get a better hat situation. Probably not. Yeah, that's fine. We just need something that covers most of the face. There we go. That looks good for Al Capone. The delicate flower. That is not a personality that we're probably dealing with here. Strong, agile, and ugly. Okay, let's see. Gossip, iron fist. Cruel, aggressive, and irritable. On the plus side, everyone will live in fear of their wrath. On the downside, everyone lives in fear of their wrath. Beautiful. Let's see, the tough, slow, smart, confident, gossip. Pushover, torpedo. Immoral, vindictive, and agile. Yeah, tyrant, organized, intelligent, and unkind. Efficient and effective, yes. Likely to get invited to dinner, probably not. Okay. That's not a bad one. Actually, I think I'm going to go the Tyrant. Although the Iron Fist might be better. Cruel, aggressive, irritable. I feel like that's more Al Capone. We'll go with that. Hooligan respect. Buy out corner hooligans, reduce the amount of cash. They may offer you an increased likelihood they'll comply with your demands. I almost never go with hooligan respect, because usually I just take them out. But let's do hooligan respect this time. Let's the way it's talking about the politics of Chicago, it's going to be difficult to move around and such. Let's just go with the hooligan respect. And see if that doesn't help us out down the line. Got a wicked kind of headache and possibly an ear infection going on. But it had been a while since I've been streaming, and I thought of this idea kind of a week ago to have like a Al Capone Valentine's Day Chicago Mafia stream. I've been playing this game quite a bit, and I do want to get a series going. Maybe we'll continue the series on. The year is 1920, dawn of the Gilded Age. The country is prosperous but divided. The National Prohibition Act just made it illegal to sell, manufacture, or transport alcoholic beverages anywhere in the country. The law is seen as an attack on city residents and immigrants who don't support the temperance movement. Naturally, nobody in the city takes this law seriously. Illegal speakeasies and alcohol operations are popping up all over, and it's easy to persuade the police to look the other way. You arrive in this melting pot with just a few dollars in your pocket and a family connection. You're staying with your uncle, Dale Moraney. Moraney. He has a small business in the city, and he's going to show you the ropes. But you don't want to run the family store. You dream about making it big, and this situation is full of opportunities for someone like you, someone who's not afraid to take risks. As you get off the train and take in the sights and skyscrapers and endless crowds, you already know this is the beginning of something great. All right, we are on the West Loop side. They said back of the yards and West Loop is the best places. I guess if you want to get, equipment, industrial equipment, purchasing stuff we're gonna need for our operation, like barrels and such. So we're in a good spot. American storage. Nice. So we have a cold storage that our uncle runs, but he's letting us run things kind of off the books. We're generating sugar and stoneware crocks. Okay. Building fruit and vegetables and other meat perishables. And preservation. Love it. Oh, hi there. Good to see you again. Yeah, uncle. Thanks, bro. Thanks for setting us up here. Okay, we've got some lumber, we've got some stoneware crocks, we've got some moonshine and some hard cider. Let's see if we know anyone that would like to buy moonshine and hard cider. So there's a neighborhood billiards club that my uncle is aware would buy moonshine and hard cider. And then we got Midway Nickel Metal Company that would definitely buy some of our hard cider as well. I think my first move, we're gonna start off with a hard cider run. Drop our money off. We'll even drop our baseball bat off for now. Get one more cider in our truck. Our two-door car, actually, it's a sedan. We have to earn our way to a truck. Okay, so we got Midway Nickel Metal Co. Let's see how many of these they will buy. He offers to buy them at $12 per crock. Let's talk about the cost. I'm getting an operation set up here. I need to ask you for a bit more than the usual. Times are tough all around. You know how it is. Not ideal, but fine. He likes us now much less. That only lasts for the next month and a half or so, but the price change lasts until we change it back. So he's gonna get over the price once this starts flowing in. He'll buy 21 Crocs. That's half of what we could fit in our car. And we made $302. Beautiful. Look at that. He's already almost over it. Cool. Great. Anything else? I'll see you around. I'm gonna stop back and pick up some more cider just in case these guys want a bunch of. And not a bad policy to just drop the money off so we don't get robbed or the police. Let's see. Let's get some hard cider. Talk about the cost. It's gonna be a little bit more. They don't mind as much about the prices, billiards guys, but they're not buying as much. So fair enough. 187 bucks. Pretty good. Might have some moonshine. Oh yeah. Okay, they only want 8 Crocs of moonshine. We're gonna drive back over here. Drop off our cider, pick up some moonshine, drop off the money, because why not? No reason to keep it all on us right now. Tell these guys some moonshine. And I can't renegotiate more prices with him, because I already negotiated on the hard cider. So, we're just going to sell him moonshine at the standard rate. Oh. You would think that would give us more reputation with him, but it doesn't. All good though. Alright. So we want to get an operation going as soon as possible. We want to take that money we just made and turn it into something that will make us money going forward. Now, this is probably the one I want to go for. About 40 cents short of being able to afford it. But I need to secure my supply lines first. We have apple juice that we need. We can make our own Crocs. And we should be able to supply them regardless. Or we have neutral alcohol if we want to produce moonshine. Malt if we wanted to produce homebrew beer. And brick wine production, we would need grape concentrate. So we do have the cider making skill, which is really important. We also have the moonshine manufacture skill. So either of those is going to be less of a barrier to entry. We would have to learn how to brew homebrew or learn how to make brick wine. Now, I do have a special feature from me being Italian, but in order to make grappa, you have to have 20 corners available to you. And this is some late game kind of stuff. Bottle labels are actually kind of hard to find. But yeah. Makes counterfeit wine and grappa. Okay. This is a really good specialty production facility to have. But we are nowhere near being able to build that. So, now I'm going to check around. See who sells apple juice. Right now we know of nobody that sells apple juice. We know of nobody that sells apples. We know of nobody that sells malt syrup or neutral alcohol. Or grape oh, we do know someone that sells grape concentrate. So maybe they might be able to teach us how to facilitate learning the skill of how to make brick wine and then sell us the materials. But I do want to keep hard cider going. Actually, let me look mean, this is nothing, right? We've barely uncovered a couple blocks, but we haven't even found anyone that would buy brick wine if we were able to make it. So we are going to have to expand our network. Let's see. So we've got a favor that we've earned with the billiards folks. Got a favor over here at the gas station. Got a favor over here. I'm going to... Oh, we're going to wait right here for now. We're out of actions. We're out of movement. And 7 days later, June 8th, we've learned about apples, election phases. I don't personally pay much attention to the election. Now, that can cost you. Ceramic subsidies. This actually just made it cheaper. Produce more stoneware Crocs. Okay, yeah, so it made it cheaper to buy stoneware Crocs. Construction regulations. That's gonna make it more expensive for construction materials. No. Alright. And then storage regulations. Perfect. Those materials fee. So Crocs, barrels, and bottles are more expensive. So these two kind of cancel each other out as far as Crocs go, but barrels and bottles are still going to be more expensive. Vehicle taxes. Vehicles, even black market vehicles, are going to be a bit pricier. And an apple juice ban. So that's really tough for us. The city has passed a law making buying apple juice in large quantities illegal. So this is why you would maybe want to get involved in politics, to get some of these laws changed, right? But yeah, so far I haven't really messed with the politics system. Maybe we'll change that on this run. Maybe Alphonse has some other ideas here. I'm gonna try and explore this way for now. So every block costs one movement. One movement to get there, one movement to get there. But then when you run into a block that you haven't discovered yet, it costs 5 movement for each block. And these are going to be the basically the points of interest, the buildings that you can visit on the block. We discovered the political headquarters. I guess, I mean, hey, it's right by our area. Maybe we could get politically active. American. Very expensive, as you can see. Corrupt. Damn. Okay, well that seems like the corrupt incumbent is about to win anyway, which is how we would want it. But yeah, that seems like everything's fine for now. Maybe someone else who's sponsoring them will the apple juice ban revoked or something. But yeah, alright, and then I'm gonna go over here since I have 3 movement and 1 action point. And we'll learn about the painting company. Boom. Gas station. Alright, we've rolled up and we have found a troublemaker. Troublemakers are kind of, I mean, low-key, I'm a bit of a troublemaker right now. I only own 1 block. The Capone outfit is only 1 block large right now. But troublemakers only ever own 1 block. They don't expand any further. They run a local area. They run their block. So, you know, that's fine. I have the troublemaker perk that, you know, I have respect amongst them. So it should work out okay, but if somebody wants to fight, I mean, I'm down. Doesn't usually go well for them, but it could go very poorly for me. I could die in the first 30 minutes of this playthrough and just be murked with no way to recover. But we're gonna hope that doesn't happen. I'm gonna keep exploring, see if they follow me around and try to fuck with me. So right now, I'm more or less waiting for someone to give me a mission. They might not right away, but I'm gonna need it in order to get a supplier for my apple juice or a supplier for my neutral alcohol, whatever I want to start out producing. So, and it's always good to have these blocks uncovered because then you can move through them. Anytime you're moving into a troublemaker's space, it will cost you 3. But otherwise, I can move around pretty fast once I get all these blocks uncovered. Like, let's say this guy over here wants to talk to me. Right now I'm 92. Kind of busted. It says that I'm 92 feet away from him. But really, if we uncover these areas, you know, I'd be like 9. Well, 9 away from him from my home base. But you get the idea. You move around a lot faster when you already have everything discovered. And you get XP for discovering corners. So, good to do. Okay, she rolls up on me. Do I know you? I think I've seen you hanging around. I need you to stop harassing businesses around here. I can't get any deals done with you around. I'm just going to start off by saying that to her. I don't think she's even done anything yet. But it's always good to lay down the law. Oh yeah? What are you going to do? I'm only going to say this once. I don't want to get on my bad side. Ooh, I'm really scared. I'll be back. Alright. And she's actually not causing me any problems. I'm not going to worry about killing her right now. Plus, I don't even have my baseball bat on me. I'm going to keep covering area. Now, because that was a negative interaction, it didn't actually change her opinion of me. It didn't go down at all. But if she does get mad at me and she wants to fight, we're here for that. It's fun. Hey, word on the street is they want to talk to you. That means they have a mission. I hear you're a well-connected person. Perhaps I could ask you about something. I have a bit of a rumor that you can get your hands on some interestingly potent liquids. Is that true? I got you, bro. Alright, so we have another buyer for our hard cider. And now Leonard's Lumber is wanting to talk to us about something else. He probably wants to get us involved in brick wine production. Hey, do you have a moment to chat? Having a hard time finding apple juice. Oh shit. Okay, he wants to hook us up with apple juice. Sounds like the start of a fruitful relationship. Yeah, no, that's excellent. If we can get an apple juice supplier right next to our building, we're definitely going to start off going for hard cider. Let me take all this hard cider and we'll take it over to our new customer. Had some terrible hard cider, but this is frankly potable, even pleasant. Excellent. Made a good friend, and of course, friends help when asked. So we earned a favor with this guy. And I think we're able to sell him moonshine and hard cider. That's awesome. So he likes us. He's cool. I'm gonna up the cost on the hard cider a little bit. Hard cider is pretty cheap, all things considered, and I want to make as much money as possible off of it. Oh, he has another quest for us. Maybe you noticed this neighborhood isn't that thirsty for hard cider. Okay, I'll bring you some research aid, sure. Okay, there's 8 crocs. I'll be back with the rest. A lot of these quests are just quite helpful. Really no matter what. So Some of them are not so helpful, but you'll learn that and figure it out as you go. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to figure out a way. Wait, no, they're on the corner before them, right? Wait, let me get some moonshine as well, since the guy wants to buy moonshine. Oh shit. Wrong cul-de-sac. Here's some more. Okay. So he's gonna teach us how to either do brick wine or homebrew, or he's just gonna give us some straight crocs. Now 40 crocs isn't worth that much money, while these skills, even though I'm not gonna use them for a really long time, are very valuable. Because we have a good line on being able to buy grape concentrate right here, I'm gonna start with brick wine production. And then I'm gonna sell him some. And he'll buy all of my crocs of moonshine right now. And he'll probably buy a couple. Nope. Okay. Sometimes their refresh of what they'll buy is weekly. Sometimes it's monthly. You just have to kind of check in. All right. So now I'm gonna go to the paint store. When you put in an issue in order to like move for 4 squares and he only has 1 square of movement, he will have this thing here. It says driving. Now I can stop him and interrupt his ongoing action. Or if I hit next turn, he'll automatically finish what he was doing and drive to the paint company. So they'll buy brick wine, but they sell small barrels. So I'm gonna buy some small barrels. Cool. Guy wants me to bring him 6. Do that. And I have 200 on me, so we can do that right now. Just finish this quest. Beautiful. Apple juice, small barrels. Cool. So I'm gonna get started on building my cider operation. So they take apple juice and stoneware crocs and they turn out 40 hard cider. We have the lumber and $800. So we're gonna start right away. Takes 5 turns to get it up and running, and then it'll take 5 turns for every run of production. We have expansions and upgrades and stuff that we can do later on. But right now, we don't have any of the requirements. See what Leonard's Lumber is going to do. I believe this is going to be a quest to continually supply us with apple juice, or at least for 4 or 5 runs, they'll hook us up. Hey, do you have a moment to chat? Yeah, of course. I haven't been able to make my own apple juice, and I just can't seem to find enough to keep my operation going. Deliver 24 small barrels. Will do. Glad we have this connection. I am very glad we have this connection. Yeah, let me get enough for some barrels. Head over to the paint company. Boom. So I'm gonna drop off these 8 barrels. I might just skip a go. I only have 1 action and 1. Okay, so they sell small barrels. These people buy small barrels. So I need to, basically I just need to waste some time and wait for these guys to recharge on barrels and or discover another place that sells barrels. So we're just gonna move 1 and next turn it up. Alright, let's move along over here. Check this out. There's a packing house. They'd like to speak to us about something. Here you're a connected person. Hard time finding neutral alcohol. So this is going to be if you want to create a moonshine still It's the exact same quest, but instead of getting apple juice, you get neutral alcohol. I don't want to create a moonshine still right now. We're a long ways out from that. I'm going to tell them no thanks. They sell corn syrup in steel barrels here. Not the small wooden barrels that we... I'm going to move back over here so I can actually cover that place. Then we'll just go ahead and wait a week. Phillips Neighborhood Deli. Covered them. Just want to know about the Neighborhood Deli. Gloria's Lunch Counter. I guess there's a couple delis in the neighborhood. Right. Got that block discovered. And we've gained enough experience. So, I'm gonna take... Ooh. Usually I always take Brawler first. But if we're gonna try and be nice to troublemakers, we might just take Efficient Driver. I'm gonna take the Efficient Driver first. I probably should have done Brawler, just to defend myself even. But I feel like we have enough room to move around and expand right now. I haven't discovered any other outfits. If I had discovered another outfit, I definitely would have taken Brawler. Watch, I'm gonna discover another outfit like right away now. Check Meats and Cheese Company. Let's check that out. Oh, okay, another customer. Yeah, absolutely. So even if we don't have what he wants right now, which I believe... Oh, we do have enough. Okay, cool. We have enough cider right now. I'll even take an extra 4 to sell him. But even if we didn't have what he wants right this minute, it's still worth taking the quest if we know that's something we're producing. And then, you know, unlocking, because right now we know that he does deal in black market goods, but we don't know what he will buy from us. Once we do this, it improves our relationship, and he'll tell us he buys hard cider and moonshine. Excellent. This is a very good spawn, actually. We're cleaning up. Let's see. Does this place buy? They do. They not buy. They sell small barrels. So I'm gonna buy some small barrels from them. Then I'm gonna get moving down the road. Good old carpenter workshop. Cool. Now, alright, I got 300 bucks on me. Oh, I'm gonna sell this guy I'm gonna go this way first. And see if they've restocked. If they have 5 more barrels, I'm gonna buy those. Excellent. And when you have the rest, we're 2 barrels short. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna sell this dude a little bit of cider. Because it was only 4 ciders, I didn't feel like adjusting the price on him right now. You know, it just works out that way. We'll improve our relationship and then go from there. This meat place looks like they're wanting to speak to me. Oh, the one that do neutral alcohol. So I could tell them no, and that would stop the quest from coming up for like a turn or two, but it'll come back regardless, so I usually just X out of those. And then it leaves the quest up if I ever do one. You finished building a new operation and it's ready to go. So our cider mill, or backroom cider operation, is ready to go. We've got apple juice, we've got stoneware crocks, we're gonna start making cider. 4 more turns, some will be done. Give a moment to chat. Let's check around. You're an up-and-comer, and your outfit will soon take over. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's promise this guy. That'll be good. We'll gain some corners here soon. And then, actually, yeah, maybe I should start on that. Now that we've done our cider operation, we've got that up and running, it might be worth investing in another corner. So, organized, quiet, hardworking. These traits will come into play. Organized, quiet, hardworking. Both are very much doing the same deal. Okay. In that case, these people know someone that's particularly useful. Can't see these people knowing anyone particularly useful. Maybe we should work with them. So, you go to cash in your favor. They can get me in touch with local troublemakers. They know people who are buying and selling stuff I need, or stuff I have. And they do know people, but nobody we know. So for now, I'm just going to expand the territory and take over this block. You know, what's involved with running one of these fronts? Basically, they're going to increase respect on this block for us. Tell everybody that we're the protectors, right? We're going to throw in $100 to sweeten the deal for them. And yeah, we can basically run a protection racket on this corner. Boom. Our respect is increasing. Wow. These two are already interested in business expansion. That's very quick. I might not be ready for that. Probably don't have enough money for that. Be a pleasure. I will take care of our neighbors and their envelopes. Cool. Oh yeah, I have to have at least 1650. Yeah, no, not even close. Okay. They can give me information about suppliers nearby. I don't need that right now. I don't want to cash in all my favors with these guys quite right away, you know? Tell them I'll see them around. So over here, we could actually sell. Maybe I should have chose these guys. It is what it is. We can sell them cigarettes, but nothing else really is going on. So for now, we're gonna tell them that we own this corner, and they should probably start paying us protection money. Glad to hear someone's taking charge. Things can only get better now. That's good of you to say, but we should make things better together. It would be an honor to assist. How can I help? $20 a month? That's more than I can afford right now. I must decline. Surely you understand. Well, I surely don't understand. Should I do a destroy property right away? I probably should. We gotta show everyone we mean business. So we're gonna destroy their property. I'm not afraid of you and your kind. We'll see about that. So they did not comply with our demands, and then after we destroyed their property, they stayed not complying with our demands. Bad move. They really should have complied. A lot easier for them. And for us. Nothing I'm gonna do about it right this second, but yeah, we'll have to handle that. Hey, Mr. Melvin Lester. That seems like a fucking creep. Okay. We're at 0 opinion with him. So this is showing his connections. These are all the people that we know that he knows. Like our mutual friends on free Facebook. Just being social. It's not even social media. It's just socialism. I don't know. Probably not that. We can go here. Let's say we sell this person some moonshine. We might gain a favor with them. And then once we have a favor with them, we can tell that person to give us a good word with the cop. And at that point, we would be able to bribe him. Provided we haven't killed any of his relatives, that sort of thing. And it's good to have cops on your payroll. Although I'm not running a large enough organization to really allow it at this point. I think I'm gonna move here just to be a little bit further away from him, out of sight, out of mind, kind of a thing, and then we'll move it to the next day. Gonna discover a little bit more. Over here. Bit of Theodore's sausage stand. Oh, so this guy ran up on us. This guy is interested in good deals. Wow, why are they angry with us? I would think they would probably not try to fuck with us. Target me or my people again and you'll pay for it. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? Threaten him. Looks like I'll have to teach you some respect. You wanna fight? You'll regret this. So I don't have any weapons on me. Now that somebody's challenged our authority, I think it's very important that we get on that. So I'm gonna just cover this place, swing over here, pick up some barrels. They don't have any, so I'm gonna keep on moving. Alright, back to the house. Wow, there's another cop. Are they looking the same? Okay, they are looking the same. Okay. Victor Weaver. See, him we do know connections that we have favors with. So we could get that set up, but again, I'm very small time right now. We don't have to worry about all that. Oh wow, there's one small barrel in here, so I'm still one away from what I need. Okay, we're gonna put all of our money away. We're gonna grab a baseball bat, and we are gonna heal up. And if this guy doesn't do the same, we're gonna go jump the fuck out of him. Alright, he went home and healed up as well. We're still probably gonna go jump the fuck. Watch, they're gonna have one now. Yep, of course. Didn't bring any money. Oh well. Time to teach this man a lesson. This is his hideout. So usually they will tell you like what the sign says on them before you scope them. But if it's just a suspicious building, usually they're hideout. Ray Howard of Howard's Crew. I asked you nicely before, but you don't respond to kindness. Let's see what you respond to. Oh, what was that? Was that a threat? Baseball bat. He's got a baseball bat as well, but we're a better brawler already than he is. So we can do 20 to 40 damage. He can only do 10 to 30. Let's fight. He missed us, and we did 38 damage. That is a great first round of combat. Okay, we're going to go to the next round. Wow, he's terrible at being a gangster. He missed us again. We did 35 damage on defense. I'm probably going to kill this guy here. Yeah, he's dead. So we just murked this man in 2 rounds with a baseball bat. There's a police investigation into his homicide. Yeah. So I'm gonna. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna steal his baseball bat and his money first. So when you get into a fight, it uses up all your action and all your move. So I'm kind of sitting duck here. Now, luckily, the police are far enough away. I shouldn't get picked up, but even if I do, I just got a couple baseball bats and 64 bucks that I lost. Now, I should raid his hideout, or I could raid his hideout, but I'm going to run back and drop off my baseball bats first. Even though they don't take up much room in the car, they do take up some room in the car, and I'd rather flee the scene and come back to his hideout later. So we're going to go head this way, and we're going to level up. Now I'm going to give us an upgrade into our brawling just for the future so that if we deal with more people like him. Plus it makes sense. We upgraded because we killed that guy. So we should increase our brawling. Our other one, we were driving around and scoping out territories. So it makes sense that we would increase our driving. The crew's becoming better at knocking heads. And by the crew, they mean I'm the only one in the crew. Alright, I'm gonna actually scoot up here. Meant to grab barrels from those other folks, but I'm gonna grab a couple from here. And then we'll scoot back around the corner. Drop those off. We can recuperate here as well. Let me tell them maybe some other time. Get the barrels. And yeah, okay, so this mission restarts the previous mission to get apple juice from this business. So we could just keep milking him for apple juice. I appreciate you facilitating this deal. Since I haven't found a reliable source of apple juice, let's do it again. We could just keep that going, I think, three or four times. And then they offer you a way to create your own. They offer you an ability. Basically, they give you a choice, a reward choice, and you can choose to have your skill be increased, where you can create your own apple juice out of apples and barrels. Alright, we have 40 hard cider. And we're still good on apple juice. We're doing pretty good. Now this sugar does take up quite a lot of room. You see our place is 26% full. A lot of that is coming from the sugar because it's one of the larger. So like here, my car is 100% full with 4 sugar, but I can fit 40 crocs. So for every 4 sugar, it takes up the same amount of room as 40 crocs of hard cider. So that is something where if this gets full, we might want to dump all of our sugar or throw away some of it. But it is valuable later on as an ingredient, even for the hard cider tree. You know, right now we're just making apple juice into hard cider. Then later we can make apples and barrels into apple juice, make our own hard cider, you know, vertical integration. And then they have sparkling cider, which would require us to have some sugar. So later on down the line, it will be useful to have the sugar, but right now it's just taking up room in our inventory. We're gonna get some health, and we're gonna wait. Alright, the cops are headed that way, but they're not there yet. I'm gonna squeeze. Oh, one of the cops is there yet. Oh well, I'm still gonna go in and loot all of this shit. He had gin, champagne, bottled brandy, counterfeit wine, grappa, a billy club, and stoneware crocs. That is a freaking haul, dude. That is huge. Man, I should have probably waited in that square. Oh no, I wouldn't have been able to make it back and back again. So this hideout is searched, but because it ended with a billy club and 1 stoneware croc, I bet you there's a bunch of more stoneware crocs in there. I just couldn't fit them all in my car. So it's useful later on when you have multiple people in your gang to stack everybody on an abandoned hideout and then just have everyone search it. And sometimes you'll get a ton of stuff. So For now, though, we're just gonna try and run back to the house, and hopefully not get arrested with all this cool shit on us. Did I even drop off my bat? Oh yeah, I did. Nice. We didn't get arrested. Yay. We love that for us. Okay, that's the... So grappa is really high level. Let me see if any of these are even anything I can find a buyer for. Champagne. No. Usually a hotel or like a fancy place will buy champagne. Bottled brandy, none. Counterfeit wine, I can definitely sell some counterfeit wine. People are up for that. Gin, nope. Grappa, nope. So this stuff is also just gonna be taking up room in my inventory. But like I said, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. This is a 2,500 square foot medium industrial storage. So we've got a lot of room. A billy club is an awesome thing. It's kind of an upgrade to a bat. It does 20 to 50 damage. Drop off the stoneware crock. I'm gonna hold on to this counterfeit wine because I know if I do, I will get a quest for it. So I'd rather complete a quest and get a favor than just sell it for the $20 or so I think it's worth. Let's see, apple juice. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We just need barrels, eh? Grab some barrels. Take a little bit of that money back. Oh, hey, there's a quest over here. I bet it's for counterfeit wine. Heard you came across some supply of counterfeit wine. Oh, look at that. I did. Alright, here. Let me get some barrels for these fools. Or from these fools. Cool. And I'm gonna slide over here. Boop. Grab those. I'm just gonna grab one. That's all I need for the quest. I could sell the other one, but since I have 2, I might as well just do 2 quests. If I had like 20, I would probably just sell all of it to the one guy at 20% increased cost. Alright, we have 4 barrels now. I'm gonna drop those off. And then I have to talk to this guy. I'm gonna be like, hey man, look. I'm kind of running this corner. Now that I have a front over here, we can steal. I almost said steal, not steal. We're getting protection money. We're working real hard. We can secure this place. So I'm gonna let him know about that. But here someone's taking charge. Things can only get better now. Good attitude. Honor to assist. $20. You can count on me. So he says you can count on me, but he resents being extorted. He's not happy about it. It's still gonna cost us 20, opinion. But as long as we keep doing quests with him, it'll be all right. We'll get over it. These guys, on the other hand, they fix vehicles. They might get pissed, but whatever. So let's see. Extortion, I guess I have no choice. Then we are in agreement. Awesome. Awesome. So now they're all paying up to over here. Which means I can go over here. I'm out of action point. Oh, alright, I'll park right here. If she wants to come fuck with me, she can come fuck with me. Good choice. Delivered the counterfeit wine. Well, that was weird. He moved after the fact. Always happy to have help friends. So that improves our relationship. We gain some favor. And now when we buy small barrels, I'm going to tell her, well, yeah, I might as well get the discount now. Oh, they already have another. Someone drank the counterfeit wine. Started blabbering about how she could make this stuff. Alright, let's bring them some money. So now for 250 bucks, they're going to give us the recipe to counterfeit wine. I'm going to right back over there, but first I'm going to drop off these barrels. Backroom winemaking is the skill that we just unlocked. Beautiful. Pays to know things. And look, they've got another quest. I'm thinking about the counterfeit wine business and how we might make more money together. Have you? They want me to have a backroom wine operation. I'm not ready to open up a backroom wine operation, so I'm just gonna let them know. No thanks. But it's good to have the skill. See, grades. Here it is per barrel. Cool. Then we're gonna sell some of our hard cider. About time we sell some off. Barrels off. That way I could fit all the hard cider much as possible. Out there. Right in the oh, that's not what I meant to say. I don't have or here is some hard cider. A bone. Then I'm gonna here. Hook him up with some hard cider. 21 Crocs. Boom. And that's all the hard cider I've made. Pretty much. Let's see. Okay, we got one more spot that'll buy some. We'll give them the 5 we got left. We haven't raised the prices on this guy yet, and I still won't. Might as well just let the favors pile up first before we go too crazy. Okay, I'm going to start expanding my turf. Oh, the guy's fucking did not. We're gonna go this way then. Another troublemaker. Oh, they want a word with us. Let's check out this too. They also want a word with us. Sometimes it's the same quest, so it might be worth checking out what they sell. And I would imagine, nope. We probably don't know what they sell actually. Yeah, we don't know about either of them yet. Having a hard time finding neutral alcohol? No thanks. Norma still wants to talk to us. Usually that means it's a different quest. Nope. Nope. It's not this time. Neutral alcohol. No thanks. It was a slightly different quest because I think the other guy. Maybe not. Actually, I think the other guy was gonna ask for large bottles, and then he was just gonna fill them with neutral alcohol. And I think this chick wanted straight up money. Give us some neutral alcohol for the money. We're gonna back off. I should go put this money at home, because if cops arrest you, they steal everything you have on you. I don't want to really lose my billy club. But it's worth keeping on me, and the other thing, like, the money is not worth it, barely. I cannot get a buyer for this expensive shit. We're at 31%. We're gonna have to expand at some point here. We only have $600. We need 1,650. So it's gonna be a minute. I am actually about to run to the bathroom, so I will be back shortly. Yeah, be right back. Wow, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you following an empty screen where nobody was there. You're gonna love the rest of the show because I'm gonna be here. Or well, maybe that'll make you not like it, but hopefully you'll love it. It'll be more entertaining, at least. Yeah, welcome to the channel. It's a collective of streamers, including myself, just me. But I have multiple personalities, so it works out. No, this is a variety gaming channel, man. Play lots of stuff. Right now I'm playing City of Gangsters, which you can see. But yeah, we're playing some Al Capone stuff on Valentine's Day, or the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. That's why we celebrate this holiday, right? So. Yeah, we're getting it going. We have a hard cider operation set up, and we are dealing that hard cider. Oh, hey, we have a quest over here with our friends at the painting company. Check that out. Okay, they just still want us to get into the counterfeit wine business. We don't even have a second location yet. Not quite. Not quite time to do that. But let's see if they have any barrels. Oh. The shop is closed. Local troublemakers. So I'm assuming it's still guys like right next door. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's 100% who it is. So I'm going to go talk to her about that. Once I find her. Here we are. I asked you nicely before. Yeah, and I did already ask her about not messing with the businesses. So the goal in this game, Clay, is going to be to make as much money as possible. We have 13 years. It starts in June of 1920 when the Prohibition Act is passed and alcohol is made illegal. And we are trying to carve out a name for ourselves in the organized crime game. We are trying to make as much money as physically possible, earn as much respect as we can, and have our empire span all of Chicago if we can. So right now this is the Capone empire, and this is Chicago's like the innermost part of Chicago. Downtown's over here. So yeah, basically just take over the frickin' world, but by selling it liquor and killing anyone that gets in our way, or bribing the cops. You can't kill cops in this game, which is kind of I get it. That's like part of the challenge of the game, is that the police are always there. And even if you were to kill Victor Weaver, he's gonna be back out on the street the very next day. There's gonna be another guy in a suit and a badge that fucking does what Victor Weaver does. So it really, I understand why they just left out killing any police. But the goal for me on this stream is, I don't know, I wanted to recreate the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Yeah, it's a weird time, the 1900s, definitely. But yeah, right now liquor is illegal. Any drinking of any kind is illegal, yet all of these businesses are involved in it. And that's just the ones I know about, right? So people are secretive about it, and we'll figure it out as we go along. But yeah, you have to kind of figure it out. I'm gonna beat this person up. She only has fists. She has her bare fists. I have billy clubs, so we're gonna fuck her up. I took 4 damage. And they took 53. All right. Let's see if we can't get him off this. Billy club they ass, bro. I'm still healthy. She did 2 damage to me. And they have 14 HP left. Yeah, we're about to end this lady. Welcome back from ads. But yeah, that's all we're doing. We're trying to take over the city, one block at a time, quite literally. Like, I started at this block, now I run this block. If I'm lucky, I'll take over this one next, and then this one. Well, maybe actually I want this one next, actually. But right now, this lady has gone around and told the painting supply company that they're gonna get fucked up and she's gonna do damage to them if they keep doing business with me, which is a problem because I need barrels for my apple juice so that I can keep making hard cider. So I have to kill her. That's basically what's going on. I've already tried talking to her. I asked you nicely before. Didn't work. Scarface, Al Capone. I didn't even have to roll for it, dude. I didn't even have to fucking roll for it, dude. That's amazing. We will forever now be known as Scarface Al Capone. This game's coming together good. This game's dangerous with the spawns sometimes. Sometimes you spawn in and you're just surrounded by people that want to kill you and they just fuck you up and you die. That was insane luck. That was absolutely fucking insane. But also my spawn location has been really lucky, so it kind of tracks. These people around here are just what are called troublemakers in the game. They run a single block and they don't expand, but they just try and they fuck around with, like, you know, business owners in the area, but they don't expand their blocks, like how my outfit is doing. So you have troublemakers that take up one block and they might get in your way, but you could also hire them and make them join your crew and stuff like that. And then you have outfits that could span like 50 blocks or more. Usually much less, right? Especially this early in the game. If I find an outfit, they probably run like 5 or 10 blocks. But they could definitely be as big as this whole fucking borough or this whole neighborhood. So I'm very lucky that I haven't run into one of those yet, while I'm still expanding. Once I have 5 blocks, 5 corners under my territory, I'll be able to hire some people. But right now, I gotta teach this lady some respect. And she's dead. Just dead. Dead as a doorknob. That's the second crew I've taken out. I took out a guy over here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to scoop up all of her stuff. She didn't have anything on her really, except for 56 bucks. And then I'm going to go drop that off on my next turn. I'm not going to worry about healing up right now. I'm going to go back over here. And then I'm going to wait. Now, it seems like a dumb idea to return to the scene of the crime and just hang out there, but the cops are far away. And if I sit here and I loot her safe house, I can run home, drop everything out of my trunk, and then make it back to her safe house to steal more shit. All in one turn. So I'm going to wait till next turn. This guy shows up. That's not great for us, but he didn't arrest us, so we're good to go. I'm going to steal. Okay, we got bottled rum, we got counterfeit wine, we got sparkling cider, we got backroom beer, $132, and bathtub gin. That's a huge score. We're going to move right over here. We're going to drop everything off. And then we're going to run all the way back and see if there's anything else. Deal. Bathtub gin and homemade beer. Now our car's full again. And I think we can make it back home again. Yeah, we can. Nice. We won't be able to make it back over to steal more stuff, although I'm sure there was more stuff. But now we can rest, and then this will be cleared out by the time we make it back. This is a single player game. Yeah, unfortunately no multiplayer in it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It gets really complicated after a while. Like in the beginning, it's difficult because you're just like, you have to grind and like get your shit set up. And then after you do all that, you might have like 7, 8, 11 guys working in your crew. And then every turn gets super long because they're going to get more action points and more movement points as they level up. So right now I have 12 movement points when I originally started with 10. And that's because I gained a level in movement. It would be cool if it was multiplayer. Maybe that's something for City of Gangsters 2 to consider. But yeah, I think it basically it lets you do all the stuff on your turn, and then it advances the game date a week, and then it makes all the crews go at once, and then it makes all the cops go. You just keep it, working. Make it work right. So what we were doing before this, we were trying to just buy some barrels, but that lady had to try and stop us. So I'm just going to go back to what I was doing. I'm going to buy some more barrels. Let's see, small barrels. We already get a 20% discount. Let's take those barrels. Now I'm going to drop off, or I'm going to stop off over here and talk to this guy who's running our front. He's got some envelopes for us, $80 worth. And now I'm going to ask him about expanding. Okay, he wants to expand us over here first. That's fine with me. We're going to pay $10 every month for upkeep of the local park, so long as that respect materializes. So paying that $10 over multiple weeks will eventually earn us that corner. It's important when you're picking your front to have a place that's kind of central and has lots of corners that it can... I mean, in this case, I just picked it because it was attached to my only corner that I had, rather than picking a front inside of that corner where I'd gain this empty corner, this corner, and this corner. I picked one outside of it because it automatically attaches, and then I can gain this one and this one. Now I'm going to run down here and get some more barrels. Oh, I'm out of action points. We're going to wait. Boom, we got 8 barrels. And we're going to head back over here and drop those off. We only need 4 more, and he's going to hook us up with some more apple cider, or apple juice, which right now we're going to need some more apple juice in the next turn or two. So hopefully we find some more barrels. These guys have quests for us over here, so I'm going to head that way and check in at the tea room. I have backroom beer. Yes, I do. Awesome. They heard that I murdered the person who was supplying them with beer, and they're like, "Hey, we're not mad that you murdered that person or anything, but could I get some of that beer? 'Cause I was enjoying that beer." Oh, let me swing by. Drop off a beer, or a case of them. And so let's see, they do homebrew beer, backroom beer, and they buy cigarettes as well. Awesome. Check in on these guys. Counterfeit wine business. I'm not ready to start that. Where should I go next? We're expanding over here. Get here next. Oh, okay, I got a quest for the metal company over here. Sparkling cider. I can do that. I can definitely hook you guys up with some sparkling cider. Yeah, it's very nice of the people I killed to have had a wide range of expensive drinks. That was very generous of them. Here you go. Glad we could do business together. Okay, so now I know they buy hard cider and sparkling cider. Oh, we got a couple of quests down here. Can't make it over there all the way. I need more barrels, so I'm gonna start moving towards that and hopefully get some barrels. Counterfeit wine business. Shut the fuck up. Alright. Barrels, lady. I need barrels. I'm not worried about starting another business. I'm working on the one I have. Alright. Cool. Delivered the barrels. We got the apple juice. And the apple juice goes directly into there. I don't know why I thought differently. Cool. Assuming these people want like bathtub gin or something. They want counterfeit wine maybe. Let me talk to these guys. Oh, they all want to supply me with neutral alcohol. Never mind. I could use some of that. Yeah, see, they want to do bottles. Alright, no, fuck that. I don't need neutral alcohol. I'm trying to sell wine. Or no, I'm not. Damn it. They got me all confused. I'm trying to sell cider. Alright. So my car is starting to get beat up. I need to go get repairs. And that's another year in the books. So our first, well, 6 months is done. And then these are our, you're talking about the goals and stuff of the game. There's quite a few here. Grasping the Gilded Age. Highest net worth of all outfits in the city. Right now we're at 3 of 9. So those outfits are still out there, regardless of what we're doing. And they're growing. So they probably have more people than us. At least 30% of the city must be under your control. Right now we have 0%. Your crew... They'll get 7 crew members. We don't have that either. Yeah, here's a lot of goals. The railroads, the freight handlers, friends in high places. Yeah. Production right now, we are 7th in production. And distributing, we're at 9th. Damn. We gotta get a fancy hotel lockdown. Trying to eliminate other outfits. Neutralize hooligans, we're at 4% of that. So each hooligan is 2%. That's a reasonable one. Stolen 500 cases of booze. We've stolen 53 cases so far. So sweet. We met one of our legacy goals. Alright. Cash. This guy. I think I'm going to start doing some exploring. To expand our horizons out here. This lady's probably going to get mad that I'm hanging out in her town, or her little block. Oh yeah, I was going to get my car fixed. Go do that. Before I forget again. The cheapest place is going to be right here at my front. But even cheaper than that, you can purchase your own garage later on. And basically have an in-house mechanic that'll just fix your car up. This deli wants something. Bathtub gin. Oh yeah, I got you. Straight out the bathtub. Here's a case of that. I'll take more. Just bring it by. No problem. Did I take... No, I think I only put one in there. Yeah, I only put one in my car. Cool. Oh, what is this one? Do they want stuff? Backroom beer. Yes, I do. What's to lose? Oh, I'll lose 1 case of backroom beer. That's what I'll lose. The new corner acknowledges that you're in charge. Everyone knows now that you mean business. Beautiful. Alright, so I took over the billiards hall. And that's important. We have lots of hard cider. get this guy his backroom beer, and then I think I'm gonna do a cider run. There you go, here's a case. And then let me check who all needs cider. Okay, I learned of one more place that gets ciders. Drop that off over here. Actually, no, I knew about them before, didn't I? Yeah, I already got my price hike on them. Okay. Loop up some more ciders. Drop off the money. Not what I meant to say. Give me... Yes, thank you. Here's your cider. Got a hunch about how you might improve your cider production. That would be interesting, yes. Apple juice and stoneware Crocs. Alright, I'll get on tracking those down for you. Let me sell you some cider while I'm here, though. So this is going to be a way to upgrade our cider production. Let me check with this guy what he's got going on. Everyone raves about the hard cider. You could advance your skill upward. What? Okay, yeah. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, so he wants stoneware Crocs 15 and apple juice 5. Am I out of apple juice? Oh, okay. And then hard cider as much as I can only carry 4. I was going to say as much as I can carry, which is 4. Alright. Drop off the cider, drop off the Crocs. My hunch seems to be paying off. I was able to get more cider made. Let's try one more batch to be sure, okay? Yeah, we'll keep that going. Okay, let me get that together for you. So he needs 5 more apple juice and 250 bucks. Alright. Too bad. Advance that. 5 more of the apple juice. We have exactly enough to produce 1 more, so I'm going to have more barrels by the end of 4 turns in order to keep everything going at peak efficiency. And I can take 20 hard cider to this guy. And I got the money on me. Here's some barrels. Here's some money. Okay, my friend, let's forget about it and move on. Or, I think you're right, let's give it one more try. Something must have been bad with the Crocs or the juice. Instead of turning into cider, turn into bad apple juice. Alright, we'll try one more fucking time. We're doing some research and development over here, okay? It's not an exact science. And we'll drop off 15 Crocs. Definitely, running my own bootlegging joint is exactly what I should be doing next. Honestly, that's probably the best move. Actually, I think we're done here. I've decided that I don't need your help. I don't particularly want to be in your debt. No, I do want to get the backroom bootlegging going on. And then unmarked doors is what it is. Like, we'll figure that out. Oh, okay. Have a cider bootlegger in the... Okay. So that's what I have to do next for this guy. And then over here, we need 5 apple juice, 30 Crocs, and 3 lumber. I'm going to have to go to the lumber mill. Get some lumber. I'll pick some up right now. Boom. How many more crocs did he need? 15? 30. Cool. And 5 apple juice. So I'm gonna take the 5 that I have. Oh, I can't even fit it all. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna take the opportunist so that I level up evenly. Or somewhat evenly. Okay. So I'm gonna take 5 apple juice, which means we're not gonna be able to make more cider this week for this cycle, but we already have a bunch of cider, so it's fine. This will create a situation where we can make much more cider going forward. Alright. Let me know about making more cider, please. And you also figured out how to use filters, so that's useful as well. Okay, wow. Industrial filters and pressing matters. The apple presses is to make our own, which we're gonna get from this quest line, so I'd rather take this. For sure, and improve our processes. Sweet. Also, do you want to buy some cider? Cool. Beautiful. Yeah, we're doing quite a bit here. We need to get our barrels set up. We need to expand our fronts. Other than that, we're in a pretty solid spot. I think I might end here just for now. It's a solid spot to end, but I definitely want to continue this one. And I've been on a kick of playing this game lately, so we'll probably get some more stream soon. Yeah, I've been feeling the best lately, so that's why there hasn't been a whole lot of streaming, and I'm just busy. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the follow, Clay, and sticking around. And yeah, we appreciate the support. I don't know why I always go with the royal we whenever I'm talking about. It's like me and the channel, like us together. The entire community, and I do speak for all of them, appreciates you. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Got my Poetic Justice shirt on with Tupac. Yeah. Fucking dope. Peace out, y'all.